Well, hello, beautiful people, and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, we're talking about customer pain points and how to effectively identify them. I'm going to be breaking down some strategies that you can be able to use because this is a portion of marketing and sales that you need to master in order for you to succeed. My name is Thandisa Mahe, and I talk all things relating to business, making money, and the family life. To my returning subbies, thank you so much for coming back and continuing to support the channel. I truly appreciate it. It means a great deal to us. I have a slight request though. Please watch all the videos to the end and also watch the ads that come up. It does really make a world of difference. And to anyone who's hopping on here for the very first time, we welcome you. Thank you so much for joining us. Please consider subscribing and switching on the notification bell so that you're kept abreast of when we put up new content. Let's get into today's video without further ado. Now, the reason why I want to do this video and I decided to actually make it is because there is something that we do not understand, especially as small businesses, when it comes to marketing our businesses. Marketing and driving sales should be more focused on the foundation that is customer pain points. I will always say that it's not about you. It's not about what you think you should do. It's not about what you think is correct to do. It's not about what you've heard you should do. It's about understanding the problem, the challenge, the pain, the frustration, the shortcoming that your target customer is faced with. And I'm talking now to people that have heard me say it over and over and over again that you need to know who your target customer is, because if you don't know who your target customer is, you cannot be able to come up with proper information relating to what their problems are, what their challenges are, what their pain points are, what their frustrations are. And in order for your business or whatever product or service that you're putting in front of a customer to make sense, it needs to speak to that customer. And what will speak to that customer effectively is you highlighting their problem. And they're going to be like, this person sees me because I do have that problem. And any person who then sees you talking about their problem is going to give you the attention that you need. Because in order for you to be able to then convert the person to become a customer, they first need to feel like you see them. They first need to relate to what you're saying, which is when you state their problem, their frustration, their issue, their challenge, they're going to automatically want to hear the rest of whatever it is that you want to say and the rest of whatever it is that you want to sell to them. Selling is not just presenting products and services to customers, but selling is about the understanding of the challenges that the customer is faced with, the pain of the customer, the struggles of the customer. And then when you're bringing the solution, which is the product or the service, you are not going to be receiving a no, because you've been able to show the customer this is the problem and I have the solution, and they agree that I have this problem and this solution of yours would be great. It would be great for me to actually have this solution of yours. Then it's a match. There's no convincing, there's no conniving, there's no manipulation, there's no mismatch. It's just basically so easy. Now, when you are trying to understand the pain points of customers, the problems that customers are faced with, the frustrations that they have, you cannot do this outside understanding the problems in the industry. So you need to do industry research to understand the pains of the customers within the industry. This is going to help you to have an upper hand. It's going to help you to really have an understanding of what those that have already gone into the business are faced with in terms of customer complaints and customer problems and customer issues and customer pains. At the same time, it's going to help you to prevent those things happening even in your own business as you are rolling out your product or your service and selling it. You're going to learn, and I think, you know what, one thing that we avoid doing and that we really lack mastery of is you need to allow yourself to be consumed by the industry that you are doing business in. What I mean by that is you need to spend a lot of time doing a lot of research. Stop thinking about research as in you're going to be passing a PhD and you need to be, stop thinking about research like that. Social media is there. You are already there scrolling. Rather than scrolling randomly, scroll asking the questions about the industry that you are selling in, asking questions about the industry that you are providing a service or a product for. Watch those videos, listen to those podcasts, read. That is what is going to help you to have a lot of insights in the problems and the frustrations and the pains that your customers have. That's one area you need to focus on. Understand industry trends in terms of the pains, the frustrations, the problems, the issues that your target customer is faced with. The other thing that you can be able to do to unpack and understand the pain points of your customers is to go and read up and research competitor reviews. Now, if you are a bakery or you are a salon or you are a clothing reseller, whatever it is, you've got competitors. Go and look at what your competitors are putting up, especially using the online world, and look at the reviews, study the reviews, because there the customer is going to say what they are dissatisfied with and what they actually like, so that you can be able to also replicate that process and do the things that they like and remove the things that they don't like. In that process, you will also get an understanding of what are some of the frustrations that your target customers can actually potentially be faced with. Now, the other thing that I want you to focus on as you unpack the pain points of your customers is the notion of building some customer personas. We should not avoid this point. We should not avoid this aspect as small businesses if we want to succeed in marketing and sales. We should not run away from developing customer personas. I would advise that you do maybe 2 or 3. So this is profiles of your target customers. Okay, I am going to be targeting primarily teachers, like educators, and they are male and they are married, and that is the persona. And then you're also going to say, I'm also at the same time going to be targeting lawyers. They have got 6-figure businesses, they drive expensive cars, they've got an expensive taste in things. They've got a lot of money so they can pay for my services. But you need to create those personas, because once you have at least 2 or 3 personas in terms of your target customer and who you're going to be focusing on to sell your product or your service, you are going to be able to then dive deep and understand them better. Go and understand what the frustrations of lawyers are. Go and understand what the pain points of lawyers are. Even your content, when you're creating it, needs to then be directed to that persona. That is how it will be effective. That is how it's going to cause them to stop scrolling and listen to you. That is what is going to cause them to then say, oh, this person is talking to me. That is what is going to cause them to want to buy whatever it is that you are selling, because you will have drawn up a customer persona and you're going to go into the market focused on only delving down and deeper into that customer persona or those customer personas, and ignoring everyone else and the crowd and the noise and everything else that's going on. And this is what is going to ensure that you are able to convert, you're able to make sales, you're able to, increase your customer base when you do things like that. Guys, stop sleeping on online communities and groups. The kind of wealth that you're going to find there is amazing. And the interesting thing is that you haven't built those communities, but you're allowed to be part of them. Like you can go to Facebook groups, you can go to Reddit, you can even use social media platforms and look for those groupings and those communities that have already been built. Go to the comment sections. Go to what people are posting. Read with an open eye of wanting to understand the pain points, the frustrations, the problems, the challenges, the issues. You understand? Don't just go there and be like, these people, what are some? You are there with an eye that wants to really be open to understanding the problems that these customers of yours have. But obviously, you're going to need to be really sharp in terms of, for instance, if your target customer is an educator, go to groups where educators are. Go to SATU group. Go to Neptosa group. Go to go where educators groupings are. And when you get there, you listen to their conversations. What are some of the things that they don't like? Some of the things that they like, so that you can be relevant even in terms of the content that you create and you put out, that you're obviously going to go through the funnel process, but at least you're going to be relevant to the right people. And when you are speaking a language that's relevant to your target customer, you're going to attract only those people. And guess what? A lot of people make the mistake of being all over the place, and they attract everyone, and then no one buys because we are all here and different, and in our difference, we're not having the problems that you're trying to solve with your product or your service. And then you sit there with a huge community that you don't know how to monetize because It's everyone. So when you are putting on a product or an offer or a service and you're selling, it does not make sense. It does not make sense anymore because, I mean, we're not educators. We are clerks, or we are administrators, or we are managers, or whatever. But we were attracted by a different component of your content that was not focused and that was random. So now we're here and we're feeling a bit like lost and confused. Why are you talking about things that teachers experience because we can't relate, you know? That's exactly what happens. So spend time in the community groups in the online world. I mean, we've improved so much with technology. We don't even need to do things like physical surveys and things like that, and where we're handing things to people and we're asking questions. Or no, you don't even have to do that anymore. Just go to the groupings. The information is there. Listen to what they're saying. When you go there, have a pen and paper or computer, whatever. Where you go, I love pen and paper. Have something you're going to be recording. Oh, that's a point. Guys, you could literally, even for people who are struggling to create content and ideas, like I don't know what to say, go there, listen to a specific problem. That is already your target audience, right? You are already in a platform where there are educators. So you are already speaking to the relevant people because you are targeting educators. Your solution is tailored for educators. So when you go there, you're going to hear their problems, their issues, their complaints, their what pains them, what is close to their heart, what really makes them uncomfortable, what they love, what they hate. And you use that information to create relevance for your brand, relevance for your product or your service, like a foundation, and attract the people that will be able to most benefit from the product or the service or the offer that you have on the table or your business. And the more you spend time and you make notes is the more in your head, like it's like a puzzle. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like a puzzle in my mind. The pieces come together. And if you ignore that, you are going to always be complaining that the online world doesn't work, that social media doesn't work, that selling is difficult, and of which it's not true. That is not true. The last one I'm going to be touching on this video is listen to industry experts. There are industry experts, people who have been doing what you're doing for a long time. They need to be your best friends. You don't have to like really contact them directly, but they put out information online. They do interviews. They have conversations. They go to podcasts. Listen to what they say, because they are going to be revealing information around what are some of the issues they've had to deal with over the years that they've been doing what they're doing. What are some of the challenges they've seen their customers go through and how they resolved them? Be open to listening to industry experts, because those people have walked the walk. They're not talking thumb sucking the information. They are talking from having experienced what they're talking about. All right. So these are some of the ways that will help you to start thinking about how to identify customer pain points, because your marketing strategy, your sales strategy is supposed to be driven by understanding the pain points of your customer and by then providing a solution, which is your product, your service, or your business model that is going to resolve those problems, those challenges, those issues, those frustrations. I hope this video helps someone. I hope this video has helped you. And that's it for today. Until next time, thank you so much to everyone who's come back to the channel. And if you're new here, please make sure that you subscribe and you switch on the notification bell so that you're kept abreast of when we put out new content. We are still putting out one video every single Tuesday, and we are still committed to showing up like that. And thank you so much for your support. Until next time, stay absolutely blessed.